I'll pick my honourable colleague and I'll come to the end.
I thank the honourable friend for giving way. I'm going to predict that he's going to continue to be generous with his time as we all seek to intervene on him. And I appreciate that the focus of his debate is on Rolls-Royce, and that's quite appropriate given that he's been leading on this issue as the constituency member who faces a lot of these redundancies in his constituency. But he'll also agree with me, and I know that he's done a lot of work on the fact that BA is now also announced 12,000 redundancies to add that to the 9,000 from Rolls-Royce and the terrible, terrible treatment of the workforce at BA. I know that he shares my concerns that this is only the tip of the iceberg, and I wonder if he is hopeful like me that the government will intervene, because what we're seeing is this is the tip of the iceberg. We're going to see tens of thousands of more jobs lost across the whole aviation, travel, tourism and aerospace sector, and what we need is urgent government action right now. Does he agree with me?
Yeah. Well, I think I was already told that I would agree with her, so I do agree with my honourable friend completely in what she says, and I give way.
I thank
hopefully
the
last time.
gentleman for giving way so frequently. Now, we've talked about this being a Rolls-Royce debate, but isn't it a concern that where bad practice is used for all to see, it does embolden bad behaviour in other companies? And what we've seen from British Airways in terms of setting a bad example is that it has an arrogant attitude to its employers. It's always had terrible industrial relations, fails to appreciate that the company is built on the back of the loyal workers who work there, sometimes over decades, and that in that context, we're all afraid of what might now happen in terms of Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, I totally agree. I said at the start when British Airways came out with this horrendous proposal that it would potentially give the wider sector cover to do something very similar, and I've certainly been told of stories of small and large businesses that are looking to do something similar, and perhaps waiting to see the outcome of what happens if British Airways are allowed to carry on with it.
I'm very interested in what the Minister has just said about looking at ways to facilitate an improvement and an increase in air travel given the crisis we've just gone through. Does he agree with me and probably, I think, all of his own backbenchers when they say that the quarantine that's been brought in with no real medical evidence to support it at this late stage in the game, that not having that would help, and that in fact to impose that is in effect going to produce a hammer blow for some of the industries that he says he's trying to help?
With respect to the Honourable Lady, I completely disagree.